countries more affordable with a good quality of life compared to the USA. Do you find yourself looking out your window daily, wondering about overseas travels and experiencing new countries, just because you want an affordable place? Some would say, maybe if I win the lottery, I will zoom off to a better country. Today, we are going to share with you some of the cities and countries where you can lower your cost of living and work and get a better value for a place to live. Join us and let's explore to get you a more affordable country to stay in compared to the USA. The first on our list is Poland. If you want to work and live in one of Europe's most affordable countries, Poland is another wonderful and reasonable alternative. Poland, which is far less well known than its neighbor Germany, is gradually becoming a popular destination for foreign visitors and expats. The large cities of Warsaw and Krakow are quite contemporary, with all the Western amenities one could want, but for half the price of Germany. Teaching is an option, but there are several professional service employment alternatives available that may pay very well. Poland is particularly appealing to EU citizens since it is part of the Schengen zone, which means that you may visit without a visa. And also the cost of living in Poland is very affordable, as one can rent a one-bed apartment at around $350 and get food to eat at an inexpensive restaurant at around $5. The next is South Korea. To your surprise, South Korea isn't the cheapest place in which to work and live, but it made the list as one because salaries are fairly competitive, and it has some awesome packages like free housing, which greatly cuts the cost of living. Teaching English is the logical career path since South Korea has established itself as one of the top places in the world to teach English as a foreign language. Korea's contemporary cities are equal to those of the United States and Europe. The environment is beautiful and unique, the food is delicious, and the people are pleasant, making it an ideal place to work, save money, and travel. We won't forget to mention China in the list. Working in China may not be your standard work abroad option, but it can be both affordable and productive. Salaries here are more compared to other Asian nations, and the economy is flourishing, so there are lots of work opportunities. Of course, large cities like Shanghai and Beijing will be more expensive, but incomes will be much higher as well. China is a fantastic destination to visit, and many work abroad programs will hold events and even provide free Mandarin courses. So you could even wind up learning a new language while there. And if you want to talk about the cost of living, the best is to avoid major cities. Costa Rica. Costa Rica is the most popular country in Central America, and for good reason. It's not only because it's part of the cheapest places to live. The lush jungles, beautiful beaches, and friendly residents will quickly make you fall in love with this nation and its Pura Vida vibe. And you won't go bankrupt while living and working there because Costa Rica is one of the cheapest nations for Americans to live in. Cheap flights from the United States are also commonly available, making a trip to Costa Rica even more attractive. Although Costa Rica is more costly than other nations in the region, such as Guatemala or Nicaragua, earnings tend to be greater, which more than compensates for the difference. And if you want to talk about the cost of living, a meal in a local restaurant costs around $3.06. Rent runs from $300 to $800 per month, depending on the size of the apartment and location. And lastly, Vietnam. Let's start with the popular jobs in Vietnam. The most popular job for foreigners in Vietnam is teaching English. There are many opportunities for English teachers, with average monthly salaries ranging from $1,100 to $1,700, which is greater than in many surrounding countries. The cost of living in Vietnam, as in most other countries, is determined by the city or location in which you choose to spend your time. Cities like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi are more expensive than rural areas, but the salary is also greater. A simple room may be rented for about $250 per month, and eating out costs about $1.03 for each meal if you stick to local eateries or street cuisine, and about $10 if you go to Western-style restaurants. Local public transportation costs roughly $0 and 30 cents per kilometer, while taxes start at around $0 and 50 cents per kilometer. So for those wanting to live and work in the best place, but not pay a dime, Vietnam is any budget traveler's dream. It's one of the best and cheapest countries to live in for foreigners. Although Vietnam remains an insider tip when it comes to cheap places to live and visit in, there is enough to see and do. Vietnam boasts stunning places to explore, wonderful local cuisine for foodies, and is also an adventurous vacation destination. Ho Chi Minh City is in the south, Hanoi is in the north, and Da Nang is in the heart of the country. The majority of jobs are found in these cities. There are many lovely, low-cost countries where you may work and live while earning money. Leveraging your pay in a low-cost country can allow you to save money and travel more after your career finishes. Whichever low-cost country you choose from this list, make sure to compare salaries.